Hi, welcome to my studio. How is everyone today? I'm doing great. I hope you are too. So I just wanted to jump on here today to give you a couple of moves focusing on people with, for lack of a better term, bad backs or fragile backs. I don't like to use the word bad. It's negative. So fragile spines, fragile back. Whether that's your lower back, your mid back, your neck, today's moves are going to be designed for those of you who might have some issues going on with your spine. Again, anytime you partake or you take on an exercise regimen or movements, whether it's stretching, whatever, you might want to consult with your healthcare professional, or if you're under the care of someone for injury or whatnot. The bottom line is that the term bad back or fragile backs, it's such an ambiguous term. People come to me all the time, I have a bad back. And I'll say, what do you mean you have a bad back? Do you have a diagnosis? What's going on with your back? Let's talk about this. My lower back, my back goes out, blah, 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 blah. There are 1,000 things that could be going on with any given body at any time. The bottom line is bad back, fragile backs, injuries, herniated discs, bulging discs, spondylolisthesis, stenosis, osteoarthritis, arthritis. There's so many things that go on in our bodies. And yes, we need to know what's going on with our bodies so that we can do things that are going to benefit us and avoid things that are going to or potentially can hurt us or be detrimental for us. So today I want to go over some gentle yet effective moves to help you strengthen your core without strain to your lower back and or your neck. Okay, so let's get to it. The bottom line is that you must listen to your body first and me second, always. If you're not sure of something, just take a break and sit it out. Okay, so we're going to start lying down on your back. Remember, as with anything, anytime I give you a cue or guide you to do something, if it doesn't feel right or you're not sure, just stop. Okay? Feel free to message me. We can do virtual sessions or talk sessions, evaluations, anything like that if you need, okay? So here we go. We're going to first come on to the back. The most important thing here is to make sure that you have a place where you can fit your body, where you can reach your arms, reach your legs, and make sure you're quote-unquote comfortable. So if you need some extra padding under your back or whatever that might be. Now remember, if you have a true back injury, and you're not supposed to be moving or exercising or doing certain things, although when I say moving, you move through life, but you know what I'm saying. So just make sure you have clearance if you have any type of diagnosis that you know about on your back or your spine, and always be aware and be smart, okay? So for this sequence, I guess, or what we're going to explore right now, is just finding that neutral spine. We talk about that a lot. But it's important because that's the centering and the foundation of this work. So you're going to just find the place where your knees are bent, your feet are flat. I'm going to bring your body into the best center that you can. I'm going to carefully engage your belly muscles to pull your pelvis back into a rear tilt, just tipping your hips back a little bit, and then just rolling them forward a little bit. Here, I want to make sure that you're not gripping your butt and pushing your hips back. What I'd like you to do is just pull your belly muscles in, those muscles that attach the ribs to the hips. Just drawing that navel energy in toward the spine and then just extending a little bit away from the front body, rolling the pelvis forward. Draw the abdominals in to help support that lower back, never pushing or gripping, and just rolling through that pelvis. Very small, very slow, but very deep. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, and then find that place where you think that your pelvis is in the best neutral position. That means you're not in a rear tilt, you're not in a forward tilt, you're right in between, okay? We want to have even weight on both sides of the body. We want to feel the soles of the feet, finding your breath. You must remember that anytime we put the arms to the sky or leg to the sky, whether we're standing, sitting, lying down, we're putting a load on our spine. And if those deep core postural muscles are not doing their job, okay, the internal support structure, muscles and tissues aren't working together in the way they're supposed to, we're risking injury. So what we want to do is, the work that we're going to do today is just basic, but it's foundational. So the floor is a great support system and usually a very safe place to explore these energies and how they're working and or not working and where we want to guide them to be. So Once again, finding that center. Try to feel that you have even weight on both sides of your body. Once you get that pelvis in neutral, I talk about it all the time. Let's just review briefly. A cup of water on your pubic bone. When you're in neutral, that water is not spilling back toward your belly button. This is a rear tilt. And it's not spilling forward down between your legs. That's a forward tilt. And then we don't want it spilling left or right either. So find the place where you're balancing that glass of water, that cup of water on your pubic bone, and the water is set parallel to the floor. Now to support that, we want to really go deep into our abdominal energies. We want to draw that abdominal energy, that navel energy, in toward the spine and up toward the sternum. Depending on how you feel, if you still feel you're not supported, you can imprint a little bit, just pulling that pelvis back ever so slightly to feel more secure to that mat. Just make sure you're not gripping and pushing back into this big, giant rear tilt. So try to find that place where your pelvis is as centered as possible. And now I'd like you to try to tap in to your breath and how that affects your body. Try to get your shoulders where they're not rounding forward or shrugging up toward your ears, reaching the arms down alongside the body. Trying to feel as much of your back body connecting to that mat as possible without pushing back into that rear tilt, okay? So finding that breath, find the inhale through the nose and the exhale out through the mouth. With each inhale, find your length, and with each exhale, draw the abdominal energy in toward the spine and up toward the sternum, wrapping the waist energies back to front. Trying to feel that abdominal currents, as I always say, in toward the spine and up toward the sternum. It's that pilates scoop. And here we're going to reach the arms up toward the sky and try to see if any of that weight changes in your back body. So what we want to do is make sure that as we reach the arms up, we don't pop off the mat or lose that connection in the waist, and we don't grip and tuck and round and hunch. So try to just move the arms very small and slowly, trying to feel that connection. What is the relationship? What is your body's reaction to the movement of the arms? The objective here is to maintain that deep core connection here, drawing the abdominal energies in and wrapping the waist muscles to help you maintain stabilization in the pelvis and the rest of the spine, including your ribs, your head, and your neck. So just a few arm presses to test this center energy, feeling how the belly wants to push away and pop or pull away from the back body, and then the back body tends to want to pop up. Your goal here is to try to get deep into these corset muscles, scooping the belly, pulling the muscles together in the lower belly between the two front hip bones above the pubic bone and below the belly button into that pelvic floor area, feeling the back and front muscles and body tissues kind of working together. Find the inhale through the nose, lengthening, the exhale out through the mouth, connecting, contracting, deep breaths. Once you feel you've moved those arms enough to give you an idea of where your challenge is to move them, we're going to go take it to the legs now. So find that center, feeling your body's reaction to your intention. Your intention now is going to be to lift the right foot, to bring that leg to a tabletop position without rocking your body or losing your neutral. Trying not to hold your breath. Feel the stability in your body and lift the right foot, bringing this leg to a 90 degree bend in the hip, 90-degree bend in the knee. Find that breath. Here, we're going to try to reach that leg out away from the body, only to a range of motion, only to a level where you're not going to lose this connection. So slowly bring the leg back in. Just explore. Can I straighten my leg without losing the support of my corset, my core set of muscles and tissues that is supporting my back? That's nice. So try to really feel what's going on here. With each breath, you want to draw your abdominal energies in towards your spine and up towards your sternum. We'll try one or two more. Squeezing the thigh, squeezing the glutes, really paying attention to that back body, remembering that the core is not just in the front of your body. When you bring that leg back in, slowly reset the foot down. Feel the energy now transferring and fixing what needs to be fixed. Notice if you're not centered, if you are centered, if you lost your neutral, and then try to get that back. When you feel ready, we're going to try to lift that left leg now. Trying to feel the energy reaching all the way through your body and feel your body's response to just holding this leg here. And if you feel that you're secure and stable and you're not straining, you'll slowly stretch this leg out away from your torso without slamming the kneecap, and then slowly bring it in. Once again, the objective here is to move this leg independent of the rest of the body while maintaining this nice centered neutral spine. You have to think about feeling this body staying in its center. The right leg is engaged, helping you to stabilize the pelvis, sending energy in all directions through your body to maintain your center so this leg can move while maintaining stabilization and deepening the connection in your core. Hoping this makes sense. Just testing, even just holding this leg up, out, whether it's straight, whether it's up, or whether it's bent, is a challenge to keep this connection. So feel that energy. Don't just be like this. This is so bad for your back, okay? So really feel the connection here. Once you finish that last one, you'll bring that foot back down. Here, we're going to take the right leg up again, and here the arms are going to reach. So now we're going to move 3 limbs at once, slowly reaching. Remember, you determined earlier where your range of motion for your arms was by reaching, but you might not be able to reach as far now since you have the leg reaching away as well, challenging your ability to maintain that stable center. A little bit more here, squeezing the glutes if you can on that extension. So once that leg goes out right here, instead of jamming through the kneecap, try to squeeze the right butt cheek and feel the energy go into that inner thigh and around the quads. But don't forget your belly muscles, right? Maybe your leg is not going as far down as mine is right now. Maybe you're going up here. Okay, just find that range of motion where you can explore moving your arms without losing the connection in your center. Okay, we're going to bring that foot back down and ready for the other side. Take a break anytime you need to. I call it the break and shake, the shake and break. Take a break and shake it out, that's all. Okay, once you're ready, see where you can go with this leg and the arms. Find that place and try to squeeze the left glutes there, the left butt cheeks. And pull back in. Feel your body. If anything doesn't feel right, just stop. Where can those arms go? Maybe you have to stop them. Maybe the arms are like, yeah, I'm going to stay down or I'm just going to stay put. This is all exploration to see how your back and your neck and your spine feels while moving these limbs. Last time, staying in neutral the whole time, not allowing that body to move, just the arms and the leg. And slowly bring the foot back down. Carefully bring one knee in toward the chest, holding on to that leg, and if you feel like you can, bring the other leg in, and just slowly move your body around. Open and close the legs if you think that's okay for you. Nice deep breaths. Flex and point the feet. And then slowly, carefully lower one leg down. And once that foot is down, engage the energy to let the other leg down. Carefully stretch one leg out and bring it back in. Carefully stretch the other leg out and bring it back in. Bringing your hands to your thighs and just tuck the heel of your hand in between the thigh crease and the hip bones on the front of your pelvis and just press into your legs a little bit. And you'll feel that lower back and that waist lifting just a little bit, giving yourself some traction. Just don't pop the ribs. And then slowly pull back, releasing the press of the hands. Bring the hands here, press the thighs away. See that little traction in my back? See if you could feel that in your own back. And then release. One more time. Stretch, press away. Beautiful, very nice. Good work there. Okay, so here we're going to just finish with one little thing. I'm going to just finish with that little bit of a rear tilt, pulling the pelvis back and lifting the lower back and the hips off the mat, stopping when your lowest ribs are still on the mat, and then melting down, feeling the waist connect, the rear hips come down to neutral after the lower back connects, and we stay connected in the abdominals. Don't roll forward and pop off the mat. Find the breath, inhale, scoop the belly. Just think of the waist pulling in toward the mat. Press into the feet, hovering the hips just off the mat. Try to keep your shoulders open and slowly roll it back down. One more time, pulling in. Pressing into the feet, feeling the glutes turn on. Maybe you give them a little extra squeeze, but don't give a grip and a push. And roll it back down. Beautiful. Once again, if you feel safe enough to bring those legs one at a time in towards your chest, grab a hold, rocking carefully where it feels okay for you. Coming back into center, bringing one foot down carefully and then the other. Engage your abdominals again. Swiftly lift and carefully roll yourself onto your side, using your hands to help you come up to sit. If you're okay to be on your hands and knees, make your way onto your hands and knees briefly. Hands maybe a little wider than the shoulders and maybe just a little bit in front of the shoulders. Find your breath. Flex your spine. Nice round C curve carefully. Keep lifting out of your shoulders, out of your spine. Maintain length in your spine. Keep pressing away from the floor. No sinking down into your shoulders. And lengthen the spine only to a place where it feels okay for you. So squeezing, aiming the sitting bones down toward your legs, the back of your legs. Feel the sitting bones come together. Press away. Pulling the waist up toward the sky. And then slowly lengthening out. Don't drop into your shoulders. Stay nice and strong in the upper shoulder girdle. And then lengthening into an extension beyond neutral, only to the point where you feel safe and your body feels okay. Last time. Neutralize the spine. If you can, you sit back to a child's pose or any feel-good stretch for you. Maybe bringing the arms down alongside you instead of reaching them out. See what feels okay for you. And when you feel ready, we're going to roll up to sit. So these are just some basics for you to explore, to just see how your body feels when you do certain things. Take notes, mental notes, write it down, record it, whatever you think. Even video yourself doing it. See what happens. See if you start to feel pulls or strength here. These are the foundational movements of everything, but these can help strengthen the deep core muscles that help support the spine. And very brief, but just to get yourself moving a little bit. If you have questions, hit me up about it. Another thing is a very common cause of lower back discomfort is tight hamstrings. And so many people in our culture have tight hamstrings and tight hips and tight thighs. Muscles get tight because they're weak. Everything's imbalanced, blah, blah, blah. Real life gets in the way all the time. I say that all the time. So in the coming weeks, I'll be doing some great stretch classes. We're going to be doing some hamstring stretches, quad stretches, and just real tensegrity, biotensegrity stuff or myofascial stretching and just stuff to make you feel good every day or help you feel good every day. Remember, the body needs movement, so do what you can. Listen to your body. But stretch every morning before you get out of bed. And try these basic moves, especially if you haven't been really mobile lately. Just try these basic moves. Listen to your body, see what's going on, and then you could take it to the next step and the next step and the next step. So if you have questions, please feel free to hit me up, message me, text me, email me, whatever works. Leave me comments here. And that's it for now. So let me know how you're feeling, what you think, what I can do for you, what you'd like to see, and we'll go from there, okay? So peace out, stay long and strong, beautiful people. Be balanced. Ciao for now. And my remote's not working again.